This is America's #1 financial news program, The Wall Street Journal Report. Now, Maria Bartiromo.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Wall Street Journal Report. I'm Maria Bartiromo. Have you got what it takes to be successful? Most of those who've made it had to overcome adversity. We'll tell you how much was hard work, how much was luck, and what you need to know to become successful. Then a critical... So what does it take to be amazing and make it big like the Donald? Bill Boggs knows. Bill asked dozens of the nation's most successful people how they made it big, how they overcame obstacles, and then he laid it all out in his new book, the one-of-a-kind book entitled Got What It Takes? Emmy Award-winning talk show host Bill Boggs joins me now in the studio. Bill, great to see you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
First off, I would say, in the interest of full disclosure, you interviewed me for the book.
You're one of the 44 people in the book, and why not?
I love talking to you about the book. So tell me, you've interviewed so many people in this book. Did you come out with one sort of magic bullet? What is it that helps a person get to the top?
Well, I would say one of the things, and one of the things the book can also teach people, is that attitude is a matter of choice. But one of the things I saw is that people had a sense of self-belief that enabled them to prevail, whether times for them were good or bad. So one of the things you can get out of reading the book is understanding that your attitude is your choice as you go forward.
So you really have to believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing.
Self-confidence, huge component of success of all these people.
A lot of people, Donald Trump included, said you have to love what you're doing. You have to have a passion for it. Is that right?
Well, you know, out of the 44 people in the book, there are some that did not start with a passion. Like Bobby Flay was on Wall Street, Clive Davis was a lawyer. They both ended up leaders in their fields. Everyone had ultimately followed the path of their passion. I think that anybody who is essentially following the path of their passion is living a successful life, and the money will come.
Okay, so you got to believe in yourself, love what you do, have a passion, and then the money follows.
Find a passion.
Find a passion. What else? Give me some of the magic bullets to success.
Well, I think being able to defy category, to be able to create something brand new that others haven't done before, certainly being able to take risks and not being afraid to take risks. I think that one of the people in the book, Dr. Judith Rodin, the first woman to be president of an Ivy League school, said if you're risk adverse, you're never going to succeed big. And Bob Pittman said, you know, his mentor Steve Ross taught him, in this company you won't be fired for making a mistake, you'll be fired for not making a mistake, which means you haven't been taking risks. So taking risks is a huge component of being success. I learned.
Yeah, you really have to stick your neck out. Now, virtually everybody in the book had some setbacks, right? And that was also a theme. Well,
yeah, it's a big theme. You know, I'd like to quote one of my great idols, Frank Sinatra, who came back after a real down period and really ultimately saw how much more wonderful life could be. All the folks in the book had down periods, and I think when coming up, had a greater sense of appreciating their success and maybe working harder. Maybe working harder because they knew when they were down, it took more to stay up.
So you learn when you're down and out, sort of what it really takes. Joe Torre was also quoted, I think, on that subject.
Yeah, well,
right?
Joe Torre was fired from 3 jobs. Interesting story. And the book is filled with stories, basically. Fired from 3 jobs. Going into the interview with the Yankees, he said, you know, maybe I got to change my approach. The day before the interview, he's doing weightlifting, picks up a self-help book and sees a line, if you believe in what you're doing, don't change it. Goes in and says to the Yankees, I believe in my method. You hire me, I'm going to do what I've always done, but I think I'll succeed here. And look what happened to Joe.
He certainly succeeded. Now, when we're talking about love what you do, have a passion, Jeff Zucker said that he loves what he does, right? That was one of the people you quoted on that.
Zucker is interesting because he said a couple interesting things. First, Jeff Zucker said, I think sleep is greatly overrated. I only sleep 4 hours a night. And in terms of following passion, Zucker said, don't go for the money. If you're just setting out to make a lot of money, you're not going to love what you do necessarily, and you're going to make mistakes. Whereas others in the book, like Diane von Furstenberg and Frederick Fekkai, set out to make the big bucks. And Fekkai said a great thing. He said, because I was so ambitious to make money, I became talented. I love that quote.
I think what I said to you was that there are no shortcuts, and it's really about hard work and stamina and sort of keeping at it.
Absolutely, keeping at it. You know, in this Got What It Takes book, it's essentially what I called practical learned wisdom. I distilled 2,000 pages of transcripts into all this material that I think can help people with their lives.
It's a really great way, the way you put it together. What was more important to success, being smart or being lucky? How about lucky?
Yes,
luck has something to do with it.
Well, you know, luck favors a prepared mind. Clive Davis made a sense. Yes, luck is very important, but you have to be ready for it. I say, yes, somebody puts luck, you're lucky enough to be standing at the plate, you have to know how to swing the bat. So my answer to that is it's got to be a combination. You're going to have lucky opportunities, but if you're not ready and smart enough to take advantage of them, bye.
My thanks to Bill Boggs, author of Got What It Takes. Good to have you, Bill. Coming up, Going Green, we'll tell you how saving the planet may start with one small town. Stay with us. Back in a moment.